put something in front of it so that it doesn't like
fall forward. I think it'll be okay.
I'm gonna steal this. I'll stay out of it and you let me know.
Yeah, I think that looks okay. Hi, everybody.
Oh, cool,
We're just
we're
kind
live.
of yeah, we're just kind of makeshifting ourselves today. Getting a
Yeah,
little
if the
creative.
phone falls, we're sorry.
Yeah, we had to change our setup a little bit.
Yeah.
We open.
Welcome everybody. Happy gloomy day. Oh, very, very gloomy. I really find that my attitude, personality is totally based on the weather. If it's a good day, it's a sunny day, I'm happy. Gloomy day, a little bit more neutral. Perfect. So for today's class, have water whenever you need. It will be a modo class, about 60 minutes. My name is Melissa, Mel C, whichever you want to call me. Oh. Perfect. You can always have a block if you like. They work great for you. Feel free to have also a blanket for afterwards for your shavasana. It feels really nice to get cozy and comfy for that final resting pose. And today, listen to your body, do what feels right. If anything doesn't feel right, feel free to come out of a pose, readjust, try modifications, and always take your time and have fun. Perfect. We'll start lying on our mats in Shavasana. Take up space, allow your body to be heavy. We've been sitting so much lately, going to have a little bit of an intention to open up through the shoulders, broaden the collarbones with each pose. So as you lie down, roll one shoulder blade underneath you at a time. Notice the opening in the front of the body. Maybe you let out a sigh. Notice how even the hips feel more open when your legs are farther apart. Feet are relaxed, legs, hips, shoulders are all heavy on your mat. Begin to notice your breath. Inhales, fill up your stomach. Exhale, soften onto your mat. Make your breath a little bit deeper. Big inhale. This time, open your mouth side out. Let it go. One more, just like that. Big breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale, side out. Let it all go. And seal your lips. Continue breathing throughout your nose. You can start to have a slight restriction in the back of your throat. Your ujjayi breath sounds like ocean waves. And breathe in, reach up overhead, big morning stretch. Point your tippy toes away from you, fill up. Exhale, soften again. Take your time, moving slowly. Roll over to one side, make your way into a child's pose. Knees wide, hips back and down. Arms go out long in front of you. Allow your heart to go towards your mat. Your forehead can rest on your mat or stacked fists. Connect with your body, taking your time. Hips sink low, relax. Awesome. Bring your arms out in front of you if they're not already there. Breathe in, come forward to a tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press your hands into your mat and guide your shoulder blades down your spine. Tailbone reaches up, maybe a little bend in your knees. Allow your head to be heavy, maybe sway it left and right. Awesome. Breathe in, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at the top of your mat and step up. Inhale, halfway lengthen, straight spine, shoulder blades come down your back. Exhale, fold, round. Root down into your feet. This time, root to rise, bring your arms up overhead, get long. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take a moment to feel your feet root down into your mat. Tall through the crown of your head. And bring your forehead to your hands. And saying thank you to yourself for making it onto your mat today. And as always, have fun. Head comes back up. Breathe in, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Big breath in. Exhale, interlace your fingers and exhale through your mouth, pushing your palms down. Inhale, palms come forward and up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come together, interlacing at heart center and push down. No rush at all. Slow breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands together. Interlace and push out all of your stale air. One more breath, breathe in. One last sip at the top. Exhale, palms together. Interlace and push down. Release your palms. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers except for your index. On the exhale, release your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe in, get long throughout your spine. Exhale, up and over towards the right side. Chest is still open. Notice the sensation in the left side of your body. Feet still evenly planted on your mat. Moving with breath. Inhales come up an inch. Exhales up and over 2 inches. Breathing, come back, up through center, reach up. Exhale up and over towards the left. Shoulder blades are still relaxed. Focus your energy onto your breath. Guide it deep into your stomach. One more breath here. Breathe in, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, hands come parallel to the ground. Feet can come hip width apart here for powerful pose. Shoulder blades come back down your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, sit your hips back and down. Knees point forward. Bring your weight into your heels. Hips come low. Chest is still upright. Send energy into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe you blur your gaze or look at one spot. Maybe you even close your eyes, noticing the sensations that are happening inside of your body. Relaxing your breath. Awesome work. Push into your feet, come all the way up to stand. Release your arms down by your sides. Take a moment here, no rush, like I said. Awesome. Float your arms back up to parallel to the ground. Feet can come just underneath your hip bones and begin to pour your weight into your tippy toes. Heels lift really high. And by really high, I mean really high, higher than is normal. You can stay lifting your heels high, stretching your arches. Another option is to bring your knees forward, and then spine comes down in one straight line. Crown of the head is still nice and tall. This pose requires a lot of focus. So just imagine, keep your eyes on one unmoving spot. Great job. Push into your toes, come all the way up to stand. Release your arms, release your feet down. Breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, release your right arm underneath your left. Twist tying at elbows or hands on shoulders can feel really nice. Breathe in. Exhale, see your hips back and down. Right leg wraps around your left. Check in to make sure that your right hip didn't go forward with it. Shoulders and hips are squared to the front of your mat or wherever you are. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your arms together. It's okay if you fall out of it. And bend into your standing leg. Awesome. Release your foot. Swing your arms up overhead. Get long. Exhale, left arm underneath your right. Twist tying or hands on shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, sit your hips back and down. Wrap your left leg around your right. Come back to your breath if you lost it. One more smooth breath here, an eagle. Release your left foot down, breathe in, swing your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands slowly come down to heart center. Toes are together, heels are about an inch apart. Breathe in. Exhale, sit your hips back and down. Breathing it long throughout your spine. Exhale, twist towards the left. You can hook your elbow on the outside of your knee or left hand on low back, right hand on the outside of your knees. And check in with your shoulders. Are you still open throughout the chest? And sit your hips a little bit lower. Chest is still up. center, reach up, get long, reset your spine. Exhale, hands come back to heart center, sit your hips back and down. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the right. Knees are glued together. Check out to make sure that one didn't pop forward. Hips low. Collarbones broad, opening towards the right. One more breath here. Breathing, come back to center, reach up, get long, reset your spine. Exhale, arms slowly float down by your sides. Feel your feet onto your mat or carpet or floor, wherever you are. Press your feet into your mat, activate your legs, open your shoulders up, shoulder blades come down your spine, and then bring your hands onto your low back. The chest should feel pretty open right here. Press your feet into your mat, open your heart towards the top corner of the room. Maybe your gaze comes up a little bit. A little bit of movement can go a long way here, so don't rush into a back bend. It might not look like a lot, but it sure feels very intense. Check in with your breath. Did you lose it? Can you still breathe deep into your stomach? Very slowly bring your gaze back to center. Release your arms by your sides. Great opportunity to grab some water or just stay here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulder blades open, palms open towards the front of your mat. Stay here with your mind. Don't allow it to wander. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet at the tops of our mats. Breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips, a little bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lengthen, straight spine, shoulder blades down your back. Hands can come onto your shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back with your right foot. High on your back tippy toes. Press down through both feet. Big breath in. Bring your arms forward and up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, runner's lunge. Arms come back beside you. Upper body leans forward. Again, roll your shoulder blades down your back. Collarbones are broad. Arms are active. Guide your breath into your chest, into your stomach. Breathe in, arms come forward and up. Crescent lunge again. Exhale, open up, warrior two. And lunge into your front leg. Arms parallel with your mat. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. I always have to even remind myself. Flip your palms open towards the side. Bring your front hand on the inside of your leg. Other hand reaches high. Notice the twist that happens here is you open up to the side. And breathe in, come back up. Exhale, lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands towards the top of your mat. And step back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Go through a modified flow. Inhale, roll forward to high plank, high push-up. Exhale, lower knees, hips and chest in one line. Really nice and slow, all the way to your mat. Untuck your toes. Activate your legs. Inhale, peel your chest up off of your mat. Exhale, plant your hands. Push back to tabletop to downward facing dog. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Breathing, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, look at the top of your mat. Take little steps there. Breath in, straight spine. Heart shines forward. Exhale, fold, round. Breathe in, root to rise. Swing your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Stay here for a breath. Awesome work. Breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips, leading with your heart. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. This time, step your left foot back. High on your left tippy toes. Press down through both feet. Breathe in, arms come forward and up, crescent lunge. Exhale, arms come back beside you, runner's lunge. Land here. Shoulder blades roll back onto your spine. Your head is still lifted up, an extension of your spine. Inhale, arms slowly come forward and up. Crescent lunge, lift up out of your hips. Exhale, open up warrior two. Plant your back foot, lunge into your front knee. Maybe your gaze goes over your right fingertips if it feels okay for your neck. Palms open towards the left. Right hand comes on the inside of your knee. Other hand reaches super high. Breathe in, come back up. Exhale, lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands towards the top of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out. Breathe in, come forward to high plank, high push-up. Exhale, lower knees, hips and chest in one line. Really slowly to your mat. We're building that muscle. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Inhale, baby cobra, chest lifts. Exhale, push back to tabletop, to downward facing dog. Another big breath in. Exhale, side out. Walk your hands towards your feet so that you're at the back of your mat. Here in a forward fold. Start off by taking a really nice bend in your knees. You can grab opposite elbows, do a ragdoll, rocking left and right. Notice how the sensation on your hips feels, your hamstrings. Completely let your neck go. Release your hands. Press into your feet. Very slowly roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Super, super slow. Letting the head and shoulders be the absolute last thing that arrives. And when you do arrive, take a moment to roll your shoulder blades back and down. Tadasana. Always taking our time, but there's no rush to try and do all the poses quickly. It's so nice to be able to take a break in between each pose and notice how it feels in our body. Bring your hands onto your hips and take a step forward on your left foot, high on your right tippy toes. Activate your right leg so that whenever you pour your weight onto your left leg, your right leg just automatically lifts. Hips are still square with your mat or the front of the room. Hinge your body forward, arms come back beside you. Your right leg does not have to lift up far. It's more about squaring your hips towards your mat. A bend in your left leg can make a big difference. And breathing, come back up. Bring your right knee through to 90 degrees. And step forward on your right foot, high on your left tippy toes. Moving with breath, breathe in for length. Exhale, pour your weight onto your right foot, left leg lifts. Hands can stay on your hips to feel where they are, or you can have your arms float by your side. And push into both feet. Push into the standing leg and push into your left foot. And one more breath. And breathe in, come back up. Left knee comes through to 90 degrees. And just set it down gently. And breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, release your right arm down by your side. Open the right shoulder back like you're holding onto a tray. Bend your right knee and grab onto the inside of your foot. You might feel the opening in the shoulder already there. That's great. You can stay there. If you feel like exploring a little bit more, if you have room for it, begin to kick back and down into your right hand. Your foot goes away from your body. Again, this doesn't have to look like a lot, as long as you feel it. Left hand reaches high. Gaze comes up towards the top corner of your room. Very slowly, come back down, release your right leg gently. And the other side, before you don't want to do it, breathe in, swing up. Exhale, release your left arm down, open your shoulder blade. Bend your left knee and grab onto your foot. And this is your foundation. Feel stable here before you explore. When you're ready, Big breath in to lengthen, reach up. Exhale, kick back. Steady breath. If you fall out of it, it's okay. Eventually, make your way back down. Release your foot down. Come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel your collarbones open, shoulder blades relaxed. We've been sitting so much, or at least I have been. I feel so rounded forward. It's time to open up. Hands come onto your hips. Open your right knee towards the right for tree pose. Place your foot on the inside of your left leg. Hands can stay on hips, feeling them square with the front of your room. Maybe they come to heart center. Hands press down together. Shoulders press down, lengthen through your neck. Maybe you expand your branches up. Whatever option you did choose for your arms, shoulders are relaxed. Awesome. Hands come back down to heart center. Bring your knee forward and set it down. Hands come onto your hips. Open your left leg towards the left, your left knee. And place your foot on the inside of your right leg. Make them connect by pushing your foot into your leg and then push your leg back into your foot. Hands can come to heart center or whatever variation works for you that floats your boat today. Notice the energy that goes from your standing foot all the way up to the crown of your head. How tall can you be right now? Very slowly releasing your hands down. Bring your knee forward and set it down. Great opportunity for a drink of water as you turn around to lie on your mat for a midway shavasana. Take up space with your legs, let them be wide. Shoulder blades roll underneath you. Arms take up space. Again, maybe you want to let out a sigh. Releasing your body to the ground, to the earth. This is your opportunity to reset. To let the standing series go. It's done. To reconnect your mind if it's wandered off, and to stay present in your practice. And you're welcome to stay in midway shavasana. If you're ready for some movement, awesome. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your wrists and ankles. You can do another big morning stretch, reaching your arms up overhead and pointing your toes. Releasing. Bring your feet onto your mat. Pick up your right foot towards the ceiling and place your right foot on your left thigh for thread the needle. You can stay here feeling the opening on the right hip, or pick up your left leg, interlace your fingers behind your thigh or shin. Shoulders and head are still relaxed on your mat. And tailbone is rolling down towards your mat. Guide your breath into your right hip. Breath in. Exhale, squeeze your left leg in towards your body. Big breath in. Exhale, release your leg. Both feet come to your mat. Lift your left leg up. Left ankle goes onto your right thigh. Flex your left foot. You can stay. Pick up your right leg. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh or shin. Moving with breath. Inhale, let your tailbone go down towards your mat. Exhale, squeeze your leg in towards your body. Big breath in. Exhale, release your feet to your mat. Take your feet mat width apart. And slowly windshield wiper your knees left and right. Really nice and slow, giving your low back a little massage. Releasing any tension in the hips and the femur. Eventually coming back to center. Bring your shins parallel to the ceiling. Wrap your right leg around your left. Squeeze your legs together. You can either wrap your right arm underneath your left, twist tying at elbows, or hands behind your head, elbows out wide. Big breath in, send your knees away from you. Exhale, curl up into a little ball, round. Big breath in, get long. Exhale, squeeze everything together. Continue with breath. You can go as slow or as fast as you like. Slower for more controlled, faster for more breath. We got 2 more. Last one, stay rounded up. Arms go towards the back of your mat and pulse up. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unravel, release. You can bring your feet to your mat. Might feel nice to windshield wiper them again. Second set. Shins come back to parallel to the ceiling. This time, wrap your left leg around your right. Left arm can go underneath your right, or hands behind your head, elbows out wide. Breathe in, send your legs away from your body. Feel the activation in your core. Exhale, round up, knees come in towards you. Big breath in, get long. Exhale, curl. Continue with your breath. We've got 3 more to go. Last one, stay curled up. Pulse your arms. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unravel. Let it go. Feet come onto your mat if they're not there. Bring your arms alongside your body. Fingertips can almost graze your heels. Press into your feet to lift your hips up for bridge pose. might be a nice time to explore rolling one shoulder blade underneath you at a time. Interlace your fingers behind you, but still press your arms and feet into the mat to lift your hips up high. Knees are still close together. They're not opening up to the sides. Guide your breath into your stomach. Release your arms by your sides and slowly bring your spine down one vertebrae at a time, letting your hips be the last thing that lands. And when they do land, send your legs out long. Like a mini Shavasana. We're not going to be here long. Awesome. Take your time, roll over through one side to make your way onto your stomach. Tops of your feet press into your mat. Hands come just underneath your shoulder blades, or even your low ribs allows your shoulders to come down your spine even more. Press into your feet, activate your legs, kneecaps lift, breathe in, baby cobra, chest lifts, and stay here. Use the back body to peel the front body off of your mat. Gaze is just looking down. Crown of the head is tall and long. Nice job. Slowly come down. Bring your hands on top of each other and rest your forehead onto your hands. Release your low back. Maybe you even shimmy your hips left and right a little bit. Awesome. Bring your hands beside you, arms long behind you. You can keep them hovered, or a great option, if it feels okay, to interlace your fingers behind you, open up the front body, the collarbones, the shoulders. Breathe in, peel your chest up. Exhale, lift your legs up. Again, your gaze is still looking down, but everything else lifts up off of your mat. Balancing the weight on your hip bones and your stomach. One more breath. Exhale, come back down. Again, bring your hands underneath your forehead. Rest your back body. One more back bend to go. You can stick with one of those two poses or do bow pose. This time, bend your knees, flex your feet, either dorsiflex or point them, whichever one feels better to protect your knees. Open your shoulder blades and then grab onto your feet. This might be your bow pose. It feels very opening through the front of the body. You can stay feeling the sensation, or begin to kick back into your hands. Notice your chest lift. Gaze can come up for this one. One more breath. Slowly release. This time, push back to a child's pose. Arms out long in front of you. And start to make it an active child's pose. Press your hands into your mat. Shoulder blades come down your spine. Breathe in, come forward to a tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back, down dog. And we'll go through some flows. I know that we've already done two, but we'll go through one more modified. Communal breath, big breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Breathe in, roll forward, high plank, starting with your feet like a wave all the way up to the crown of your head. Exhale, lower knees, hips and chest all the way to your mat. Press your feet and legs into your mat. Inhale, baby cobra, chest lifts. Exhale, push back to tabletop, to down dog. Be in no hurry to move. Move with intention and containment. You can stick with modified flows or do a full flow. Inhale, roll forward to high plank, high push-up. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, come forward and up, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, push back, hips up, downward facing dog. Nice work. Breathe in, roll forward, high plank, high push-up. Exhale, lower halfway down, elbows only at 90 degrees. Inhale, come forward and up. Lift your chest up. Exhale, push back to down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Child's pose. If you really want to go through one more, you totally can, but we'll be here in child's pose. You have the option to have your knees together, arms alongside you. Might feel really nice for the shoulders. Awesome. If your hands are beside you, bring them forward. Come forward to a tabletop. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist, left knee towards your left. Toes are together, somewhat behind you. Knees are wide on your mat. Coming into sleeping hero. Bring your hands behind you, but before you do that, open up through the shoulders and then bring your hands behind you. Pick up your hips, point your tailbone down, and then set your hips back down onto your feet. You should notice the opening in the front of the body here. If there's room to, you can always go onto your elbows. Gaze can look up. Still try and keep that connection into your neck. If the floor feels really close, maybe you come all the way down onto your mat, as long as there's no bad sensation in your knees. It should feel like it should feel like a juicy stretch on the front of your body. Option to have your hands overhead is always there as well. Awesome. Bring your hands alongside you if you went all the way down. Grab onto your shins, prop onto your elbows, and try and come up in one straight line. And place your hands on your mat. Come up all the way, plant your hands, and step back downward facing dog. If your feet started to fall asleep there, this is a great option to pedal out your feet. Allow the blood to go back into your legs. Great. Come to stand on your knees. Knees hips are over your knees. Your toes can be tucked for camel, or you can press your tops of your feet into your mat, whichever way you feel more stable. I feel really stable with my toes tucked. Again, start off rolling the shoulders back. Bring your hands onto your low back and open up towards the top corner of your room again. Just like we did in a standing back bend. Have that engagement in your core to lift your chest up. If your feet feel really close, maybe one hand tries to look for one of your feet. Both hands might come onto your heels. Feel the opening in the collarbones. Awesome. One hand comes back onto your low back. If you went all the way down, both hands go onto your low back. Come to sit on your heels. Palms can be down or palms up. When you feel nice and stable, plant your hands at the top of your mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right wrist, drape your shin across your mat. And walk your back leg back. You might stay here in an active variation, or walk your hands forward. Rest your head on stacked fists or your mat. So easy to allow your mind to wander when it's quiet. See if you can just let your mind be here in this pose. Two more super deep breaths. Nice job. Bring your hands back onto your mat. Tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Drape your chin. Also the option to either have a rolled up blanket or towel underneath your left hip. Feels really nice. When your hips feel stable, you can start to walk your hands forward and drape your torso down towards your mat. Again, two more super deep, powerful breaths. Fill up your rib cage, and every breath in, soften on the exhales. And walk your hands up. Plant your hands at the top of your mat. Tuck your toes, down dog. Bring your knees to your mat. Turn around to lie on your back. Arms come wide into a T shape, or maybe more of like a half open umbrella, a little bit lower, whatever feels nice on your shoulders. And feet are gonna come mat width apart, and just like we did before, windshield wiper in our knees, we're just gonna let them stay to the right. So allow your legs to fall to the right. Nice gentle twist. Breath in, knees come back up. Exhale, knees gently fall to the left. Breath in, knees come back up. Exhale, land. Feet come together, knees open like a book. You can place one hand on your heart, one on your stomach. This would be the time, if you have a blanket nearby you, to grab it, to allow yourself to have a super juicy final Shavasana, letting your legs go out long, arms take up space. Sending many thanks to your body for what it's done for you today. And sending thanks to your mind and spirit for getting you through your practice. You can stay here for as long as you like. Whenever you are ready to come out of your Shavasana, do so mindfully. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.